Right then, Dan's Creditor members and followers, we're back. Unfortunately, it sounds like the weather might be changing, so we're going to have a bit of a practice session here. It's something you could do indoors, just try and feel it, or do it in front of a mirror. And it's all about, ultimately, what you see is the head staying relatively centered in the swing, but what we're doing is just tracking the center of our rib cage. It'd be pretty much matched by a position in the center of our pelvis, but we're going to focus on this position in the center of our rib cage to keep ourselves centered, to be able to create good ball striking, low point control for more consistent shots. Let's take a look. So here's some information. I've got it from Athletic Motion Golf, but basically it's tracking the center of the rib cage from the start of the swing through to shaft parallel to the ground in the downswing. What it's showing us is in the early part of the swing, so this is shaft parallel to the ground on the backswing, it moves its furthest it ever gets away from the target. This is for a right-handed golfer, which is up to 1/7 of an inch. And then from this point here, halfway back in the backswing, through to the top of the backswing, now the rib cage has moved up to 2 inches in front of where it started, and to halfway down, shaft parallel to the ground in the downswing, now it's up to 4 inches. This is how it's tracking in an elite player. Now, obviously an elite player is an elite player. You may be not going to get in exactly these positions, but if you're doing the opposite of this, then you're going to have issues with strike, low point control, and distance control. So it's something, maybe not whilst you're swinging and trying to hit a ball, but like I say, if the weather's bad or you can do it indoors, do it without a golf club, just have a go at the sensation of tracking this position. Let's have a little look. Right then, so what's this information saying? So this is saying shaft parallel to the ground on the backswing. I've moved maybe up to 1/7 of an inch away from the ball, and this is as far as I go on the backswing. Now as I continue the backswing to the top of my backswing, I'm recentering myself back to where I started, or even a little bit further, and then as I continue down, now I've got maybe up to 4 inches in the most elite players, and now I've got as far forward as I'm ever going to be, and I'm just going to extend and strike that ball and extend into my follow through. So I'm there in position to take that and be consistent with my low point. Now if we go to maybe a non-elite player, what we see there is almost, rather than this continuous motion, we see this, the first part is the backswing. Backswing, I've loaded up all my weight over here. Now I've got a way to come back, and there's just not time. The downswing's maybe 0.25 of a second. There's not really enough time to get this big movement to where we know we need to be to deliver and get that low point correct. So the chances of being as consistent are very hard. We've got to go over here. We can maybe rush it over there and get there, but we see a lot where the centre's got way too far behind. It's still behind, the pressure's still back here, and we're either going to fat it or catch up and thin it. Again, it's a motion. I love this picture. I love this picture because in my mind it is like, as Michael Hebron said, he said it with putting I think, but to me it's almost like from where you start to the follow through is like a 1, whereas I think some people think of golf as a 1-2, like 1 and then start again, 2, and it's not that, it's that flow to get the strike. It'd be like throwing a ball. As my arm goes back, I'm stepping forwards to create that speed. Give it a go. It might be raining soon. Something to really work on indoors, and just see if you're miles away from that. If you're one of these people that gets loads of weight over there and tries to get back over here, it might look a little bit like this, rather than that's as far as I go back, and now I'm going forwards. Give it a go and keep safe.